fucking, yeah, right now, friggin', if you got a vehicle you ain't using or not. I just came out here to, I don't know, last time it snowed, I used this truck, and I just come in here and I noticed there's like a little, I was gonna clean this truck out, and I'm still gonna, but freaking little like tinfoil things like all over the place from my snack I had. So I noticed there's a mouse in here, and I don't know. There's mice. I hate mice around here. Kind of pisses me off. I saved one this winter. I was bored, and the thing just came up to my feet. I was in my room, and it was weird. It was like a supernatural thing, but he was good as dead, and I decided to save the little fucker. And how did they repay me? Fucking going inside my truck. But yeah, so I'm gonna put this little tomcat thing in here. Hopefully I don't have to smell dead mice for the rest of my life. I'm alert. I'm like, mice are like, there's something about mice, like a vehicle that I've been in. Like if there's a mouse in a vehicle, I can smell that thing, and I hate. It's not like the dead. It's not even a dead mouse. I don't care. It's the freaking smell of mouse piss, man. It drives me nuts. And I just finally got through that fucking. I had a Jeep that I picked up off a guy. I don't know, man. Sometimes I think mice piss like affect my. I don't know, like they're like a walking petri dish. But yeah, ever since I went through that freaking Job thing where my skin got fucked up, I really don't like to be around anything that's nasty. That's why I really don't even. I used to like live out here in this thing when it was a tent. Now it's a collapse tent. Now it's a pop tent. But I was gonna start taking the whole thing down. I think all my tools are over there, and I don't really want to get into it. I got some Rastafarians coming up this summer. They're gonna use this equipment. I rented them the land, but basically it's like free. I mean, I give them $200 a year to fucking whatever. Not much money, but they don't make much money. Yeah, whatever. It's more of a thing of God. They actually got them guys. Farm is like a religion, you know what I mean? And me, I grew up farming and stuff, so I just rather keep the land farmed, Yeah, I got 2 different Rastafarians coming to go use that field the man over there, the man, and they're gonna, but yeah, he's gonna use the tractors, but so I'm gonna have them. They're gonna help me take this thing down, though. So it worked out pretty good. I don't care because this will be a little bit of work by myself, and me and a couple Rastafarians can rip this thing apart in no time, Freaking, just something. It sucks. It's just something I didn't want to deal with. I'm really trying to get away from dealing with this. I don't, I just this is what it's like being a farmer, Just it was funny. There wasn't a lot of snow on this thing. It's just like it just collapsed. It's like weird. I don't know if wind did it. Maybe wind did it. It went right down. I mean, there was a little bit of snow up on it, but not a lot. I mean, there wasn't a lot. It would have collapsed that little flat thing over there, or even this barn or something. I've seen a lot more snow on top of this thing than what it was. It was stupid. It was stupid. But yeah, it sucks. So I gotta move. I gotta figure out what to do with everything. Cold. Got cold again. It was nice out for a little bit. And temperature just dropped. Yeah, luckily. Yeah, I just want to see. At least my stuff's still covered, So I'm just gonna leave it like that for now. Looks like hell. I'm sick of looking at it. It sucks. I've been trying to clean this place up. It's like I never get anywhere with this fucking dump. The more when Dad died, I wanted to really start getting rid of shit because he was a hoarder. He wouldn't get rid of nothing. Look at this. I got freaking, like look at this weed whacker. This thing. I tried throwing this away before. This is his, And I mean, I took this engine apart back when I was like in my teens. That's actually a really good weed whacker if you could rebuild it, but you got so many of them. I mean, this whole, you know, there's one right here. There's one right there's fucking 3 right here. You know, why would I want that one? You know, just one thing to get rid of. And actually, when I was a kid, say like something like see the dog crates over there and stuff. Those were like, say we had a puppy or something, and it was just put it in the shed, put it in the shed, put it in the shed. And I'm actually the one that fucking dragged everything out of this. This shed was full, and just from you know, everybody put it in the shed, put it in the shed. You know, and finally I cleaned this thing out, and I was gonna pour a floor in here and shit. I might still, if I depends on how funds are. It's all a matter of time and money, and at the same time. You know, if you can get the time and the money at the same time. Plus, I don't even know if I want to stay here. I really don't. I've been here for my whole entire life, man. I never like even been on like a vacation or something like that. I want to go like. I really want to go get a job where I'm like traveling. Just I've been looking at jobs because I need a job, but it's like, man, I really don't want to do something because what happens is I get a job and it's just gonna get me by, you know. Next thing I know, 10 years went by, and I went to the same fucking job every day that I hate, and I just don't want to do that again, you know. And it's like I keep looking on Craigslist for jobs, and it's like, but no, that's what happens, you know. Time goes so quick. You can literally watch your life fly by. I noticed. I just, you know, I got a job doing tree work, and when I went from like back in '08, I think it was something like that. It was, man, maybe '05 or something like that. I always did construction, and then I got a job doing tree work. And I was just doing it just to get by, you know, just for a little while till construction hit, because the economy fell out, and I was there fucking 10 years later. Finally, I had to quit, you know. Freaking yeah, see my mom. Just see like this. This is broken. That's going. It doesn't need to be in here. It's just stuff like that, you know. When my dad was here, he would never let that go, and it's like. I got 3 of these things kicking around now. Look, Mom just bought another one, and that's how shit just fucking. So that thing, like now that Dad's gone, that thing's going bye bye. Yeah, my dad would never. He would have a fit if I threw it away, and it's like, and I'm the same way, you know. Like when you get rid of stuff, you're gonna need it. You know what I mean? Chances are, if I get rid of it, I'll need it. You know, but and it's hard. The part was I'm kind of a little hoarderish, you know. I try not to just throw stuff away and be like. You know, crazy about it, but just you know what? I don't know. No point of kicking things around for you know 20 years. Like, man, I got rid of stuff from when I cleaned this place out 15 years ago or whatever. I was getting rid of fucking hay bales and shit from when we were little kids. I had horses, you know. I literally cleaned hay bales out of the corner out there and shit. Chicken. This is a chicken coop right there. That white corner. I mean, I ain't never having chickens again. You know? I wouldn't mind having chickens. I wouldn't mind having animals. The only thing is I wouldn't have time to take care of them. You know what I mean? If I had animals, you know, like, no, every couple days I'll wake up and I'll be like, oh, I think I'm gonna like start a horse rescue or something like that. And I have to be like, you know, just. Then it's like, then my fate is sealed. Then I'm gonna be here. Then when you got horses, you do not go on vacation and stuff like that. That's why, you know. Fucking, when I was a kid, we had horses. 300. They weren't even my horses, and I had to take care of them. 365 days a year. Man, I took out here feeding horses. You know, cleaning horses. I didn't even like horses back then. It's kind of funny. The older you get, you know, that kind of. You think back of when you were a kid. You know, like when I was a little kid, like my dad used to have a bull, and no other cow. Well, he grew up. This was a big dairy farm actually, but that was before I was maybe really small. But I thought about getting a bull. You know, finding a real nice bull and just keep it a bull, because what you do is you can rent bulls out. You know, you rent your bull out to people. You know, and, you know, just raise them. Nah, then you know, but you gotta be real. You gotta take care of animals. You can't get animals and not take care of them. I just got a little argument with Mom the other day about that. No, once you got animals, you're committed. You're committed. Be nice to have animals, like I said, but you gotta have other people around. Just I don't know where I'm gonna end up. I don't want to be. I'd like to go work on like wind turbines or something like that. I don't know. See, it's honestly, God kind of gave me like gifts and stuff, and it's almost like I'm like supposed to do something with them. I think I'm like thinking almost like I'm supposed to be doing something with them. To be honest, not just like some serious. Why would He gift you with like abilities nobody else in this world has to just sit here and work on a farm by myself? It just doesn't. I almost think that's why. Kind of like it's kind of in my head lately, and all of a sudden, I almost think that's why he flattened that tent, like to tell me to get the fuck out of here, man. I don't. But maybe I'm crazy. I don't know. You know what I mean? But because that was the dream, just stay around here and do nothing, you know what I mean? That was my like gig, that was what I wanted to do basically, I was basically retired, but I don't know, shit just ain't working out, it seems like every time I try to like think of something, it's like it doesn't work out, you know what I mean, or works out like not as good as I thought, you know what I mean, like the mowers, I was thinking about, I like my little gigs where I can just go work for a day and make a paycheck in a day, you know what I mean, it works, but seems like those are like, I don't know, it just ain't working out. It just don't work out, man. It's like, so I'm just gonna have to go work for somebody. I mean, I really don't want to, but you gotta do what I gotta do, man. I'm going back in survival mode, they call it, in the spiritual world. I gotta go back into survival. Fuck it, I didn't really want to, but yeah. I mean, things been good, but it's like feast or famine. It's been like a feast or famine kind of thing. 1 minute it's good, next minute I'm fucking, 1 minute it's not good. And I just need like something to, Mom's leaving, she's going to like the Virgin Islands. Yeah, I wanted to get out of here. And then she's the one that's going to the fucking Virgin Islands. How about that? Stayed around since my dad, been around here, driving me and my dad, basically killed my dad, drove me and him nuts. All of a sudden I was finally like, finally put it out of I like literally ripped this place off. I'm like, you know what? Fuck this place. Cause I mean, I got 40 years tied up in here. I'm not gonna lie. I have 40 years of my life tied up in here. I didn't go and do like the other things like normal people. I stayed here and worked on this farm. It was all about taxes and you got to pay the taxes. That's why we do this, I mean, it wasn't like it was what I wanted to do at the time, but it was also not, if I knew I was going to have to fight with that fucking bitch every day and listen to her and fucking have her rub shit in my face, I would have never done it. I would have never done it. I basically got lied to. I got tricked. It was pretty dirty. I'm not going to talk about it because, it shouldn't be talked about. I got played pretty dirty. I got pretty fucking dirty. I got fucked. And if I stay here, I think I'm gonna get fucked again. And it's first time, shame on them. Second time, shame on them. Third time, shame on you. And it's not gonna be shame on me. So yeah, I basically wrote this place off. Like, yeah, fuck it, let it fall down. Like the house is falling down. I don't care. Not my problem. Not my problem. I don't own it. It's not my house. Fuck. Kind of that. But anyway, yeah, I do have to do something out here, though. I mean, I can't just leave this. But yeah, so hopefully I don't know, I got some Rastafarians coming up to do the farm's going to stay running, thankfully. I'm going to actually get the farm back going. And I'm not going to make anything from it, but, it'll help. It'll be good in the long. God will make it. It's a blessing. Anyway, where the fuck was I about this? I don't know. My bad. I'm nuts. Sorry. But yeah, yeah, gotta. But that's good. Yeah, I mean, like I said, these guys will help me fucking do what I gotta do. Cause like I said, by myself, I can like say I want to build a new like I built this barn right here we're standing under. I can do it. I just don't really want to. You know what I mean? Like I don't. It wasn't in my plans. It's not in my plans. You know, it's like it's kind of I'm not staying around here. I don't want to stay around here and do it. I don't. You know, everybody like. You know, all the old farmers like, oh, you're not going to farm. Like, no, I'm not farming. Think I'm going to stay outside in a field for. I did it for the taxes and shit. And it was never my call. Shit, just the last like year or two we were farming, I was like done with it. I was pretty much not doing too much around here to begin with. Because I was just, you know, me and the old man were arguing about like, if I was gonna do it, I was gonna go more mechanized. You know what I mean? Like, where I'm not gonna, you know, I'm not belly crawling through a fucking field no more. They got machinery. You just put it on the back of the tractor. You know what I mean? And you could have the women sit on the back of the tractor and it plants the fucking thing. I'm not gonna go crawling through a field on my hands and knees no more. Fuck that. You know what I mean? That's where I was at. You know what I mean? And I wasn't gonna go weeding anymore either. You know, you scat. You know, there's different ways of farming. You know, get mechanized or get the fuck out. And that's where I was. And I mean, shit. It could with my dad, it could have made sense. And just because it wasn't his idea, he wouldn't go that way. You know, it just had to be a fight. You know. What up? Fucking works out good because I'll have the freaking Jamaicans help me around here. We'll see. Oh, shit. Anyway, I gotta go.